World Cup 2014 reached the semifinals. Only 4 national teams are left: Brazil and Germany, Argentina and Holland. These are 4 of the best soccer schools in the world, so there are no big surprise, and it'll be very hard to make any predictions from now on. You know, it would have to be sort of like a Mindy Na or a Walter Mercado, Dionne Warwick, you know, and have a crystal ball to make predictions. I'm not a psychic, so therefore I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to engage in this activity. I'm going to stick with the soccer technical analysis. And if I stick to the soccer analysis, I'll have to say Brazil have a very, very tough match. They're not going to have Neymar, who had, you know, suffered sort of like almost a murder in the match against Colombia, where Camilo Zúñiga really very dirty tackle, and the guy is out of the World Cup. A tragedy for the Brazilian national team. And Brazil will also not have Thiago Silva, their best defense player, who's not going to be able to play. Got the yellow card, and kind of a strange call by the referee, by the Spanish referee in that match against Colombia. So Brazil, tremendous 2 losses for Brazil. They're going to need these 2 players. They're not going to play, especially against a team like Germany. They have a sluggish defense. They had shown that had to have a tremendous tough time when they play against Algeria. Slimani, a very fast forward, gave the Germans a very, very tough battle. Well, if Brazil doesn't have Neymar, Fred is a slow player. Jô, which is a Fred natural replacement, is also a slow player. So they don't have a player that can actually make the runs through the German defense as Neymar could. They have Bernard, he's a fast player, but he has shown that he has no capacity. He doesn't have the experiences to take over and play for Neymar's spot. They have Willian, also play kind of lacked experiences, didn't show much of soccer. This is a time in which Brazil would really definitely need players like Kaká, like Ronaldinho, and like Robinho. Filipão decided not to take them, and now Brazil's going to have a very tough match. I would say the odds are with the Germans, but Brazil's playing at home. Brazil has the jersey that has 5 World Cups in the world. Tradition, along with being the host, that's going to make this match a very tough match. And I also got to say, the Germans tend to be very nervous when they play against Brazil. That has happened before. They tend not to play what they play usually, so it's going to be a very, very tough call. But as I said, the odds favor the Germans. They had a good team, strong to every single position. You know, they have good players. They have a lot of players. It seems to be the problem of the German team, the fact that they have an excessive large amount of good players, and that makes for a very tough time to actually choose 11 players to be on the field. It's going to be a very tough battle. I have no calls except that, as I said before, both teams are my picks to win the World Cup. I have said that last year, Germany and Brazil are my picks to win the Cup, so whoever wins, I will believe that would be the favorite to win the 2014 World Cup. And as I said before, you know, in a mystic way, if Brazil beats Germany, they'll probably play against Argentina. If Germany beats Brazil, I would say they'll probably play against Holland in that sort of like a second 1974. It had the battle between Beckenbauer and Cruyff. Now we have the battle between Schweinsteiger and Robben. And then for the Argentina and Holland, a very tough match too. Both teams kind of play similar soccer. They really depend solely on one player. Argentina completely depends solely on Lionel Messi. Another thing that I must admit, Lionel Messi has proven that he's one of the best players in the world. Played fantastic World Cup, pretty much carrying Argentina on his back throughout the whole Cup. Even in the last game where Higuaín scored a goal, the play started with Messi, the start of play. Phenomenal player, fantastic participation in this World Cup. Sometimes he doesn't even play well in the match and ended up giving the victory to Argentina. Same thing with Holland when they have Robben. Robben's been playing well all the matches, through the whole 90 minutes, even through the whole 120 minutes as he played against Costa Rica in the last match in the quarterfinals between Holland and Costa Rica. The Hollands did not prevail in 120 minutes, had to go over to the penalty kicks to take over and win in a very, very tough battle. Kind of lose a little bit of credibility after that tie. You know, they're going to have a very tough match. Once again, I have no call for that, but once again, as I said, if Brazil beats Germany, the Argentinians will play the game of their lives against the Dutch. If Germany beats Brazil, the Dutch will give their lives to be in that final. So these are my predictions for the semifinals, and today I'm wearing this jersey, you know, Fluminense's jersey, mourning for a soccer player, Assis, that passed away today. Very unfortunate. I'm very sad about this thing. This guy fulfilled my memories with my memories with great happiness, and I just gotta say goodbye, Assis. I'll see you next time.